Okay, question number 1. A system comprising a single phase is called closed system, feedback system, isolated system, homogeneous system. A system comprising single phase is called homogeneous system. If system comprising more than one phase is called heterogeneous system. So option D is correct. Question number 2. Which of the following statements are incorrect? Systems never possess work but heat can be. So this is not correct. Both heat and work are path functions. Okay, this is correct. Well, work is a boundary phenomenon, but heat is not. Okay, so this is not correct. Both heat and work are inexact differential. Okay, heat and work are inexact differential, but if you differentiate volume, it is V2 minus V1. With the integrating the limit V1 to V2, it is V2 minus V1. But heat cannot be integrated. dq equal to cyclic integral of dq equal to it is not equal to q1 minus q2. Okay, not equal to q2 minus q1. It is equal to q1 to 2 because it depends upon the path the system follows. Okay, it depends not upon the end states. So 1 and 2 are the end states. It does not depend upon the end states. It depends upon the path the system follows. That is from 1 to 2. It is a process from 1 to 2. It depends upon the path the system follows. It does not depend upon the end states of the system. But volume, temperature and pressure will follow these properties. But heat and work are path functions. They are not point functions. Okay, pressure, temperature, volume are point functions. But heat and work are path functions. Okay, so they are not exact differential. So they are inexact differential. This is correct. They are point functions. All the remaining two are correct. So 2 and 4 are incorrect. So option C is correct. Okay, 1 and 3 are wrong. So option C is correct. Okay, so heat and work are path functions, and they are pressure, temperature, and volume are point functions. Okay, which of the following is not a point function? Okay, temperature is a point function, pressure is a point function, specific volume is a point function, heat is a point function. It is a path function. Heat and work are path function. So option D is correct. Fourth question. Extensive property of the system is one whose value depends on mass of the system like volume, does not depend on mass of the system like temperature, is not dependent on path the system followed but on the state, is dependent on the path followed and not on the state. Okay, extensive property. There are two types of property. Intensive property independent of mass, extensive property dependent on mass. Dependent on the mass like system volume. Okay, if a container, consider container, the container has a total volume of V. If the container has been divided into two equal parts, it is V1, V2. Okay, if it can be divided, it is called an extensive property. It does not depend upon the mass of the system. So it depends on the mass of the system like volume. Okay, it depends on the mass of the system like volume. Okay, like if you divide the mass m, it can be divided into m1 and m2. But in the system, if you divide the temperature T1 will not. If you divide the system into two equal parts, temperature will not change. Okay, temperature here also T1, here also T1. Okay, that is independent intensive property. Okay, if it can be divided, it can be called as extensive property. If it cannot be divided, it is called an intensive property. So it is independent of mass the system follows. It does not depend on independent of mass intensive property. Dependent on mass extensive property. So option A is correct. Which of the following is the extensive property of the thermodynamic system? Pressure is an intensive property. Volume is an extensive property. Temperature intensive property. Density intensive property. If you divide the chamber, pressure remains the same. Like the temperature remains same, density remains same. Only volume will be different. So it is an extensive property. And the two blocks which are at different states are brought in contact with each other and are allowed to reach the final state of thermal equilibrium. The final temperature attained is specified by the zeroth law of thermodynamics. So if consider block A, so if A is in thermal equilibrium with B, okay, and separately with C, Then A and C are, so A is in thermal equilibrium with B and separately with B. Then A and B are thermal equilibrium with each other. So this is second law of zeroth law of thermodynamics, and it is a basis for temperature measurement. So A is a standard reference. This is a secondary standard, and C is the object to be measured. Both are, if A and B are in thermal equilibrium with each other and A is in with C with each other, A and B are thermal equilibrium with each other. This is the concept of zeroth law of thermodynamics. So option A is correct. A perfect gas at 27 degrees Celsius is heated at constant pressure till its volume is doubled and the final temperature is so the general equation is P1 V1 by T1 equal to P2 V2 by T2. Okay, at constant pressure. So P1 get cancelled. So V1 by T1 equal to V2 by T2. Okay, and volume is doubled. So V2 becomes 2 into V1. Okay, volume is doubled. So V2 equal to 2 into V1. So here and temperature T1 is 27 degrees Celsius. So 300 Kelvin. So 300 equal to T2. Okay. So here V1 get cancelled. So T2 equal to 300 into 2, 600 Kelvin. This is 327 degrees Celsius. Okay. So option B is correct. A system is composed of a gas contained in a cylinder fitted with a piston. E1 is 75 kJ and E2 minus 25 kJ. During expansion, work done is 60 kJ. The heat transferred to or from the system during the process is, according to first law of thermodynamics, dQ equal to dE, change in internal energy, plus dW. So E2 minus E1, E2 minus 25, E1 minus 75, so it is minus 100. Work on the surroundings. So during expansion, it is we are getting the work, so it is positive. Work is positive. If we give work on pump, like in motor pump, that is negative. But we are getting work, like in turbine, we are getting work, that is positive. So it should be added. So it is plus 60. So minus 100 plus 60 minus 40 kJ. So option B is correct. Temperature of a gas is due to its heating value, kinetic energy of molecules, repulsion of molecules, attraction of molecules. It is due to the kinetic energy of molecules. Next one, it is a gate question. So grouping, heat when added to the system is, that is work when added to the system is negative. Okay, work heat when added to the system is positive. Heat is added to the system, it is positive. Work is added to the system, if it is negative. Heat and work are inner side differentials. Okay, so Eg, okay, Eg J. Okay, for both the case it is J. Okay, both are inner side differential. So Eg J, FH J. Okay, this is correct. Eg J and FH J, and both are path functions. Heat and work are path function. Both are K. Okay. And heat is a transient one. Okay, heat is an, so work is an transient one. Okay, work is an transient one. So it is M, and heat is an boundary phenomenon. So heat is N. Okay, work is an transient one. Okay, F M, and for heat it is N. So option D is correct. The value of N equal to 0 in general law, PV N equal to 0. Then the process is called as, if PV N equal to 0, P power P into V 0 equal to C. So anything power 0, 1. So pressure equal to constant. Okay, pressure equal to constant. So pressure is a constant pressure process. This process is constant pressure process or isobaric process. The unit of pressure is bar. So it is isobaric process. It is called as isobaric process. Isochoric process means constant volume process. So option B is correct. Then a gas contained in a cylinder is compressed. The work required for compression is 5000 kJ. So it is compression, so it is negative, minus 5000. During the process, heat interaction of 2000 kJ causes the surrounding to be heated. So it is also negative. Heat is rejected to the surrounding, it is also negative. The change in internal energy of the gas during the process, dQ equal to dE plus dW. So Q equal to minus 2000 plus del E, work is also negative, so minus 5000, so del E equal to plus 5000 minus 2000 equal to 3000 kilojoule. So option C is correct. For a closed system, the difference between heat added to the system and the work done by the system is equal to the change in that is dq equal to du plus dw. dq equal to du or de plus dw. Difference between heat added to the system and the work done by the system is called as change in internal energy. So option D is correct. Okay, change in internal energy, dq minus dw equal to change in internal energy. Option D is correct. Which of the following statements applicable to a perfect gas will also be true for an irreversible process? So dq equal to du plus pdv. Okay, dq equal to du plus pdv plus so if you integrate q equal to u plus pv, q equal to u plus pv, if you integrate, if you take differentiation du plus pdv plus vdp, pdv plus vdp, for an irreversible process vdp equal to 0, so therefore it is du plus pdv. So option A is correct. For a steam turbine, so this is the steady flow energy equation. Steam turbine steady flow energy equation is H1 plus E1 square plus G Z1 plus Q equal to H2 plus G Z2 plus E2 square plus W. Okay. Here enthalpy H1, this H1 equal to 3000 kilojoule per kg, 3000 plus 1 bar with an enthalpy of 2000 kilojoule per kg. H2 equal to 2000 kilojoule per kg. This is H2. Work output is 250 kilojoule. Here work is W 250 kilojoule. Changes in kinetic and potential energies are negligible. Okay, these two are negligible. Changes in kinetic energy and potential energies are negligible. G Z2 and C2 square both are negligible. Heat transfer from the turbine casing to the surrounding will be equal to. Okay, here H2 is 2700 plus work output is, we are getting a work output, so it is positive work, so plus 250. Okay, Q 3000, H1 is 3000 plus Q, which is equal to Q equal to 2950 minus 3000, which is minus 50 kilojoule. Okay, minus 50 kilojoule. Heat transfer from the turbine to the surroundings is equal to 50 kilojoule. Okay, minus to the surroundings, we are delivering work, so the minus it is minus 50 kilojoule. Option B is correct. Option B is correct. Okay, next question. A small steam vessel perfectly insulated causes a drop of 0.8 kilojoule in the enthalpy of steam from entry to exit. Kinetic energy negligible. Velocity of the steam at exit is okay. So this is using steady flow energy equation. We have to solve the problem. Answer is 40. For a closed system, the difference between heat added to the system and the work done by the system is equal to the change in internal energy. Okay. Next question. A tank containing air is filled by a paddle wheel. The work output to the paddle wheel is 9000. Okay. Work input, so it is minus. We are giving work input, and heat transferred to the surroundings from the tank, so it is also minus. The external energy of the system is dq. Okay, dq is minus 3000. dq minus 3000 equal to de plus de minus 9000. de, this is also minus 9000, so de equal to plus 9000 minus 3000, which is equal to 6000. So option C is correct. Next question. First law of thermodynamics is a law of conservation of momentum, temperature, mass, energy. It is a law of conservation of energy. The area under PV diagram of a Carnot cycle represents work done. So it is as work equal to PdV, integral PdV. So the area under diagram represents the work done. So answer C is correct. And then when a perfect gas is expanded through a aperture in minute dimensions, the process is known as throttling process. So if it passes through minor dimensions, it is called a throttling process. Work done and reversible adiabatic process is given by reversible adiabatic process is PV power gamma equal to C. So the reversible adiabatic process is P2 V2 minus P1 V1 by 1 minus gamma. Answer B is correct. The heat transfer for constant pressure is equal to change in volume, change in entropy, change in enthalpy, change in temperature. It is change in enthalpy.